Welcome to my weekly sinking funds. I am going to take you through setting up my sinking funds and savings challenge that I do weekly. Welcome to Lulu Innovative if you're new here. And if you're not new, I thank you for coming back and hanging out with us. On this channel, I do a whole lot of budgeting, cash stuffing, unstuffing cash, lots of savings challenges. I usually have a video 3 to 4 times a week. My goal is to get a hold of my debt and my finances so that in the future, I will not have to worry about living check to check, and I'll have not only a nest egg, but savings for what we need in the future, but planning ahead. So welcome in. First, I'm going to start with what I always say is the most boring part of my budget, but I still watch these videos because I always learn from people. I like to see how people save, how they organize their binders. And I think I decided I'm not going to make my own envelopes next time. I'm just going to make dashboards and use envelopes I already have. So I do use the Budget Moms worksheet to plan out what I'm taking out of the paycheck. So I have it to the side here and I can see what I need to add to the envelope. So car gets 25. And currently we are working on tires. When I did my closeout for March, what I did is I went and I fixed some of the ones that were labeled 15 out of the money that I put in. And then you'll see that I had an extra 14. So I just labeled it as such. So we should be somewhere in the ballpark of 800 to 875 once we finish this sheet, which will almost get tires. Cell is getting 25. And this one's gonna get emptied because I need to pay the bill. In my, what I call lower priority sinking funds, I put $5. Most of these sinking funds are also on my randomizer that I use at the end of the month when I do my closeout. So when I'm doing my tinies, I'm hoping to finish either in April or May, the beginning part of May. And my minis that I do on Mondays, some of them are already chosen to go to some of these. So education, clothing and shoes. So they get a little bump at month end as well. Home maintenance. I need to do a cash condensing video because these are getting a little bit thick. And obviously next project is going to cost us more than $5 a week, but it's a start. As well as our subscriptions equal out to more than $5 a week. So what I'll do is when I am supposed to be working on a month ahead binder, but I haven't decided on the envelopes. Well, I think they're going to be dashboards as well. I think I'm going to stop building envelopes because the ones that I use so frequently and they get thick, they're lifting. So I'd rather just stretch out envelopes I buy offline or that end up coming from China and stretch them out and just switch out dashboards as needed. So because this is getting pretty thick and this is a soft suede binder, so it's pretty maxed out. And this is my personal binder, or what I call my personal binder. I need to just remove this budgeting because I spent way more than what I'm putting in, $5 a week today even. Entertainment, I think. Oh, I don't have a color and tracker. We finished it last time. I have more trackers, I just have to get it. Gifts this week is going to get 10. So I'll fill this one in. And I'll make the packages purple. Okay, we'll put 10 in here. Whoever's dog is barking outside wants to be in the video. Lashes is gonna get 20. Makeup gets 5. Make sure I don't put it on the wrong side of the card because I did that to a few of these. With the vellum, it's hard to tell because it looks the same both sides. You gotta look at the words, Lulu, gotta look at the words. So that's building up nicely again for makeup. Self-care gets 10. So it looks like my month end, I had 13 because there's a +3. And that is not the right teal. Well, it looks like that line is gonna be that color. We're just gonna roll with it. Okay, nothing in my snowball. This is still travel. Because my travel binder hasn't been created yet. I should just do one of my travel boxes, honestly. I have a few of those. So I do have a few that I either do weekly or monthly. So this is from Baddies and Budgets. This did come in her Advent box. So I'm gonna put 20 in here today. It is dark blue, sorry, I don't see my black. And we'll put 20 in here, and when this is finished, it will be $500, I believe. So if I finish this by Christmas, this would be great to unstuff for Christmas. I haven't decided what it's, oh, I don't think I'm gonna be able to get this one in there. It's not stiff enough. I don't know if I have a stiff 10. Who knew we needed stiff bills? Sometimes what they give me, it's like, oh man. So when I have to deposit money, I just go to the ATM when I'm gonna transfer it to my high yield, and I just give them back all the bills I don't want and pray they take all the crumpled ones. All right, so there's that one. Her link will be below if you wanna check out her other products. This is her 800 Club. I will put this link right in the description. Today we're gonna mark off a 20. So we are making great progress on this one. And when this is finished, it will be $800. Again, if I could finish this by Christmas, that would be fabulous. I might have to pick up extra hours or something to knock out this 100 and these 50s. I'm not sure, that's a little bit much for my weekly budget, but who knows, maybe I can. I thought I did conquer a 50 with my closeout in March, so maybe I'll conquer some of the 50s. And then my other long term I'm doing for the year is the 12-month savings challenge by At Home in the Sun. We have completed January, February, and March, and we are working on April, and we do have one more. That is not the pink. Oh, and I just closed it and wrote all over myself. We do have one more week of April, so we are okay here. I think we do, yeah. It's only the 17th, so we're good. So I'm gonna add my $10 to the back. What I might do next week is get a 50 and then just swap out the 50 for that and use the 10s. Okay, so my savings challenge binder. These were the only savings challenges I was doing prior until I started minis and tinies. I never was doing other savings challenges except my weeklies until I kind of recommitted to my budget. I don't know how you call it. Came back to social media with my budget. So April, we kind of worked backwards because the bigger numbers do intimidate me. So today, this will get 10. And then our other yearly, this is by Izzy Budgets. I should mention, this one is by me. It is available in my Etsy shop. I don't know, I might discount it soon because what am I gonna do with my extras once the year is halfway through? I don't know if anybody still would want the challenge. This is by Izzy Budgets. It's $26 a week. I am behind, but I am just gonna go slow and steady and keep on with the race. I don't have a plan for this one either. I can continue these two into next year if I have to, or and I don't know what I'm using this for. It's just gonna be one of those bonuses. This, I'm already good for April. This is once a month. This is by budgeting on a budget. This is also by Izzy Budgets. We're gonna do 19 today. You cannot even see that orange. Some of these Sharpies trick you. You think they're gonna be bright based on the color of their top, and then you go to use it and it looks pastel. 15, 16, 17, 18, and 19. Okay, then I'll go right in here. This will save $351 when I'm finished, and I'm hopeful I'll finish this by July. I think I started this in February. There was a while I couldn't find some of my challenges. So we're gonna do 10 for each of the Mom Can We. I'll do a 6. I see my camera shaking. It is shaking a lot this week. I don't know if it's because I repositioned it. So there's the Mom Can We for one. Here is the Mom Can We for the other. We have never successfully filled up the Mom Can We card. It always ends up with money out. So let's do the 8. Oh my goodness, you can't even see that one. The 1 and the 1. There we go. What is everybody's weekend plans? Hopefully the weather is nice where you are, but I keep hearing about tornadoes in the Midwest. I hope you guys aren't in like Tornado Alley or whatever they call it. That would terrify me. I was in the Midwest once and there was a tornado warning, and I remember like hearing these sirens going off, and I was like, this is not for me. So these baseball scratchers are by Charlotte May Budgets, and I do have more baseball scratchers. Perfect. It's a 10, and I took out 10 for this challenge as a just in case, because that felt like a good number for me to save for baseball. So she did have a glove that I finished, and she has the plates and the ball. And the last one I saved was 30. So when these are done, it'll be a total of 90 when I do all 3. So I'll pop this 10 in here. And this Earth Day is also by Charlotte May Budgets. I am likely going to use it for flowers for outside. It was a freebie with my order. Ooh, and we got a 10, so we're stopping right there. That's a song, I think. Stop right there. I don't know what it is, though. Who sings it? But I can vaguely hear it in my brain. So there's 10 for the little earth with a plant. It saves 44 when we finish. As always, I always have a Christmas saver. This is by LV Budgets. I'm a sucker for a sale, and she had one. So I went and grabbed some of her scratch-offs, because I'm equally a sucker for scratch-offs. Ooh, there's a 6. If the next one's a 4, I like the way her brain plans, because I decided it is Charlotte May. I decided I needed I was going to save $10, and I was thinking, oh, maybe the next 2 will be 10, because the last 3 I scratched were 10. This lady knows what she's doing. This will save 50 when it's finished. So that means our bottom row is 30, because our top row was 20. And then I have these cute little hearts by Rad Girl Budgets. This is available on her Ko-fi shop. If you want to check her out and grab this, it is a freebie. Sorry, I'm digging through my markers, and I'm going to do 8 in here. And this is going to go toward self-care and I don't know what. Actually, let me just color my hearts. I ended up changing the challenge to purple, but you can download and use however you prefer. And this will save 120 when we're finished. I'm sorry if this is shaking you. So 60 to self-care. I think your girl's gonna get a facial or some laser. And I don't know what the other 60 will go toward. Probably debt, because that's my focus right now. So far we have 20, 40, 50, 60, 70, 1, 2, 3, oh, 92. So we are getting really close. I put $6 or $8 a week, depending what the budget looks like. But it's a good little, if I had to, I would just put 2 if budget was tighter. This one is from Boss Babe Budget. It came with my member mail. And I'm going to scratch at least 1. Okay, we're going to scratch another. And that's 8. And this will say 56 when it is finished. 2 and 3. And you see extra money sitting over here. That is because it goes toward my weeklies or my collab or my group play. So the question is, am I actually forgetting something that I was, ooh, this one's getting full too. That's a thick binder. These two are thicky thicks. Look at those. They are holding their weight. This one I bought on Instagram, someone's post. I don't know if it was from her or she was just reselling it. It says T-Hand Co. Designs. I'll have to look. I don't think that's who I bought it from. That is a sturdy binder. So that is it for today. No challenge is complete, so we're not ringing that bell. But I will be back this weekend for my collabs and group play and my dailies. I am doing micropayments to debt with what should be daily posts, otherwise I catch up. And then I count it up once a week and make a payment. So that will also be coming within the next few days. So I hope you have an awesome day and an awesome weekend, and I will see you back here real soon.